Yo, it's your girl. Boo, boo, boo. It's your girl. No, for real. Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Tay Marie, and we back on Soul Food Podcast. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Okay, it's episode 23. Episode 23 in this thing. What's going on? Oh my goodness. So what I would like to call this episode is Teach Me. Okay, teach me. Teach me how to love. Show me the. Hey, y'all know there is. That's all I keep hearing. I don't even know what we about to really get into, but it's just like, that's all I keep hearing is, teach me how to love. Okay. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Let the love out the help. I don't know why I'm so cheery today. Like, it's just like, it's such a good day. Maybe because I'm looking at myself and I just feel good. Like, you see the blue? Like, ooh. Like, it's just like, I feel good today. I feel so great. But let's get into it, man. Like, so the question I have is, in what ways do you prioritize learning as a leader? I don't know. I just keep hearing teach me. Like, you know, the notes that I have is working towards my work. That's what I'm reading here. It's navigating me to talk more about work. And work is such a sensitive topic, kind of, because everybody has a different work environment. But I will tap into it for just, like, in ways you prioritize learning as a leader. You know, when it comes to work, you know, our managers, especially in the work environment right now, I just feel like everything is so money focused, you know? And I heard a video of this lady talking about, like, you know, about the workforce and everything that's changing about it. And she brought back the attention about our kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I understand that work got to get done. I understand that. You know, sometimes it don't be about, oh, you playing or whatever. Like, I understand that work has to get done. That is a big understanding. But there isn't any room for us to be there for our children and our personal lives. There is no room for us to mentally go through what we're going through in our daily lives when society also is money hungry. You know, you want me here breaking my back, neglecting my kids damn near, but you won't give me a raise. So I can at least, like, if I need to, I can miss some days. You know, you're trying to keep me in a cycle where it's like, how is this going to help me in the long run? What is this going to do for me at the end of the day? You know? So I feel like learning as a manager, there's things that you have to assess and come to consideration about. And we all see where the workforce is kind of heading nowadays. And it does leave us as a society to wonder, where do we fit? But that's where you work your hand, though. I'm always trying to figure out my master plan to get out of the workforce. You know, I don't even want to work a 9 to 5. Like, I feel like how I live my life, a 9 to 5 holds me back. Like, I got things to do. Like, that is my mind. Like, I got other things to do and I'm in here. I can't put it into perspective, because in reality, maybe I need to break it down today. In reality, I'm trying to figure out how. Like, I'll let y'all in on something. I've been thinking about going to school. And it's really been trying to figure out, like, how I'm about to do this, you know? But mainly, what holds me back is the doubt of my family, maybe my friends, and letting that doubt hold me back. Because I know what's good for me. You know, I feel like the way I want to go about that route, I feel like I got it. I feel like I got it. The thing is, I just have to stick with the plan that I was given. Like, it's like I know what to do, but it's just like, am I prepared to go through the battle of it? You know? And just like I said in the last video, you gotta listen to the rain. You gonna hear everybody yelling, what you doing? What you doing? This ain't what you supposed to be doing. And I told you if you didn't. Like, it's like, bro, shut your mouth. Just be quiet. Like, real talk. Sticks and stones, dude. Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. I don't care about nothing else. I know me. And this is one plan that I know is going to be a risk. It's going to be a risk. And I know I'm going to hear it. But I believe in myself that I'll be all right. Especially if I stick to the plan and do exactly what I need to do to prepare myself for it. I know I can make it happen. And it's really just believing in myself, because that, just getting on that stepping stone, you know what I'm saying? And really taking that leap, really being in that position, you know? And doing that for myself, because I know it's going to take me somewhere. I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to stay focused, and I can't let the distractions bother me. Because I thought of other ways, and I thought of plan B, plan C, whatever. But it ain't hitting like plan A. Like, plan A is a solid proof plan. I just got to deal with one thing, and that's the thing I hate the most. But I'm hearing now, like, that doubt is going to be bigger than, that doubt ain't going to even touch the win. Real talk. Like, if you believe that you can do it, nothing's going to stop you. What I got to do, I got to create a plan. Put it into action. And when I'm truly ready, not when I want to be ready, because I may not be ready at the point where I feel like I'm going to be ready. You know, I'm laughing at it because it's like I dream and I hope to be more than where I'm at right now. Like, I know this is not the end for me. I pray this is not the end for me. How I move, it can't be the end for me. So I'm just like, I got to stop worrying about the right now. Like, I just heard somebody say, like, about the stepping stone. This is a stepping stone. We never know how long we're going to be riding on the stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the movies when people just ride on that rock or that lily pad or whatever, and it's keeping them safe until they get to land or until they get to whatever. That's how you got to look at it. And the reason why I even had this mindset is because when I first got fired, it brought me to a place where I'm just like, dang, like, what am I gonna do? You know, yeah, I heard the backlash. Yeah, I heard the BS I didn't want to hear and the things that made me feel bad and whatever. But more importantly, how was I gonna continue on making money until I can make solid money or, you know, foolproof money? And I had to work my hand. I had to pick up Uber. I had to do what I had to do every time. And they got me to a mindset where, like, not that I'm trying to flex at work, but it's like I know my worth. I done been at plenty of jobs, you know, even though I didn't hit a bump in the road. I have great customer service skills. I'm very patient with people. You know, I feel like I done been in so many environments and learned so many different things. It's just like I could really take these skills with me and do something for myself. And I feel like that is the picture that we forget about. You know, we not saying that you can't be a team. You can be a team, but don't forget you are your own player as well. But sometimes we stay in environments where our time is up. You know, sometimes God does things to pull you out of situations. You know, I don't always look at it like a L. Like, okay, I mean, count it as a loss, whatever. But what did you learn? What did you learn? What did you learn? What did you learn while you was here? What did you learn that you're leaving, now that you're leaving? What do you really want to do right now? After everybody around you stops yelling, what do you want to really do? What do you want to get into? What's been calling on you when you was in that old place? You know, it's time to seek new challenges. It's time to go do something else. And that's why I'm saying, like, going to school, I know that this is going to put me in a new doorstep, you know. I'm going to meet new people that's interested in something that is calling on to me, something that's grabbing my interest. Like, I'm just thinking, like, you know, who am I going to meet? You know, not for friend-wise, but connection-wise. Like, this is going to be big. You know, like, I could meet people that already have a business. They're just trying to get themselves established so they can be on paper professional or whatever. I can meet somebody and this is their first time and whatever. Like, it's going to be like, it's going to be a new environment, something that has my attention, something that's going to have me scared. And it's going to have me feeling intimidated, like I don't belong here. But no, you are here. And open yourself up in those environments and meet those people. Even if it scares you a little bit, have conversations. Stick around for the study groups. Take the person's number. Even if they be like, oh, can you send me your notes? Sure. You know, however it happens, just be open to it. You know, don't block off your blessings because it's unfamiliar or you don't know or you're unsure about yourself. That's how you miss it. That's how you miss it. In these new environments, you got new responsibilities that you got to be accountable for. Me going to school, I got to be accountable to be doing my homework, paying what I got to pay, doing what I gotta do in the school and outside of the school to make sure that the plan that I set for myself, the plan that I was given, the plan that I see, and I'm eager to even get started, it's going to be a challenge because it's a new risk, it's a new environment. And once I accept being in this environment, it's real. I know I'm going to have my days. Let's not look past that. There's going to be bad days. There's going to probably be things that's happening along the way to distract me from what I'm supposed to be doing. But, and I'm prepared for it. And I pray right now that I have people around me that want the best for me. And they are there to help support with the shoulder, with some good words. You know, as long as you're there to support. I pray that God clears the room of negativity and people that don't want to see me win. Because I don't want that energy around me, because I want to see everybody around me win. I ain't got no problem saying that. I ain't got no problem clapping for you. Hitting with you with the glow, really like, ah! Whoop, 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 all that. That's me. Like, I don't have no problem seeing you win. I have no problem sharing the stage with you and being like, you did that. You did that. Yes. But, yeah. So I definitely pray for that energy around me when it's my time to be there. I hope I can embrace the the feedback that I receive, good or bad. I hope I can really take it in and not be in my feelings about it. And I hope I'm confident to know that, you know, I got this. Good days, bad days, I got this. You know, my teacher gonna see me, my classmates gonna see me. You know, I'm gonna see me. At the end, getting what. And you know, in the past, I spoke about going to school and quitting in the midst of it. You know, that was a very hard time for me, because truly I only got into it because I wanted to prove to myself that I could just get through it. You know, it wasn't, I'm not going to sit here and say that it wasn't something that I loved. If anything, it sparked back my interest into getting back into editing and, you know, really doing what I want to do when it comes to that. However, that's not what my heart desires. I know I love helping people. Like doing this, you know, a part of my editing, I don't mind making videos, and I don't mind it being centered around me. You know, whatever. I can handle it, you know. But I also just realized that I do love helping people in other ways, like with my oils and with my scrubs. Like, I love to create, whether it be like this, digital art, drawing, making something with my hands. I love building stuff. Like, it's just like, I know there's more that I could do. And right now, my mind has been on the money. Like, I don't want it to be about the money. Especially once I really got into listening to podcasts, especially Christian based podcasts, and talking about God, and just understanding how servicing people is so important. Like, and not even looking for anything in return. Like, that is very important because, you know, just like what I learned from my Bible app around Easter time, they had like a little special where they walked through the days before Jesus was crucified. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing about the market where the people were, you know, doing their different jobs and servicing the people, you know, they were keeping the money when the money was supposed to be going back to the church. But in reality, they were thinking about themselves in the whole process. They were thinking about themselves. They weren't thinking about it going back to the church and giving it back to God and knowing that God is going to handle all their burdens and all the things that they got going through and, you know, all of that. Like, they're not thinking about that. They thinking about, oh, this money gonna get it done today. This money gonna help me. I gotta count on this money right now. When it comes to the work that you do, when it comes to the stuff that you do from the heart, can you do it without a price? Truly, like, yes, you can. You know, right now with all this stuff going up with rental properties and all that stuff, I dare somebody to go low on their rent and watch how God bless you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Like, I was just talking to a customer about that. Like, I was just like, y'all should really do that. I don't know how you gonna make up whatever you gonna risk losing. That's for you to see for yourself. But real talk, you should just go low on your rent. And he was all like, you tripping, you tripping. But my thing is like, but why not? You know that your tenants is out here struggling. If anything, that'll get you more tenants, you know? But my thing is like this, like, don't look at it like that's gonna mess up my money. No. If anything, it may have you a little for a minute. But eventually it will come back how it's supposed to. I don't know what your blessing is off of that. But I'm telling you, you gonna house a lot of people. And that's gonna help them stack up a little bit more money. And that's gonna help them get on their feet. So then you can start low and increase a little bit higher every month. I mean every year. So it's just like, it's about helping without worrying about where your blessings gonna come from. You received the idea, he gave you the idea. He ain't just give it to you so you can lose. He gave it to you to see, like, let me give you a new challenge. Let me see if you actually can go through it. Like, when I got back to my job, I spoke about this before. I got fired from one job and I had to go back to my old one that I originally just was done with. You know what I mean? And I went back with less pay, part-time work. You know how salty I was? But it was cool because I still was Ubering, I was still doing me, I was still making up the difference the best way I could. But my time had came when it was time to get raises. And I went from this much money to up here. Like, dang. And my manager let me know, like, hey, like, you've been doing it. You've been proving yourself, you know, and we want to show you how much we've been appreciating that. And I appreciated that. You feel me? Like, that was nice. I felt good about that. But But you see how in the midst of all that, it was a problem. It was something I was embarrassed about. And now this is something that has helped me out in the long run. However, new things are calling. New atmospheres are calling. I want more. You know, I feel stagnant. And it's not the company. I love the company. You know, it's just the environment. It's the environment, you know. I've been talking to my friend about it. Me and her been talking about it for a very long time about just moving on from the environment and pursuing something else, you know. And she moved on to new endeavors. And, you know, I pray that her new endeavors take her to heights and she does it. She got the ability and she can go far. Just me being there is just like, I feel my time is coming. But this time I'm not going to take the same route and make the same mistakes that I did. This time I'm going to go prepared. And people always say like, oh, you need to prepare yourself like this or you need to prepare yourself like that. And I'm going to tell you from the mindset I have now is you know the plan and you know how you can execute it. And if it feels right and if you talk to God about it and he confirmed it for you, that's all you need. And everybody's not going to understand it and everybody's not going to like what you're doing. I mean, that's literally all I gotta say with that one. It's really like that silence right there is literally the choice. Are you gonna listen to them or are you gonna listen to you? Are you gonna listen to them and just think about it 10 years ago like I could have did it? Or are you gonna take this chance and being like, I'm gonna do it. Win or lose, I'm gonna do it. Just to see if I could do it. I'm gonna execute this plan, and when I finally get to the day that I accomplished that first step, I'm gonna walk into that next step happy as ever because I know what I'm here for. Okay, so viewer question of the week, because we was getting deep. But okay, so how do you encourage a culture of learning in your organization? And I wrote down continue learning, diverse learning, foster open communication, and recognize and reward achievements. So let's tap into that because you guys already, that's the research. But to elaborate, of course, I just continue being a student, man. Like, just be open to learn. Be open to learn, even if you don't know about it. Look it up. You know, look it up. Look it up. It's there. Go on Google, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Look it up. Whatever it is, look it up. And what I'm getting from diverse learning is just like, again, diverse means like different. Being open to learning different things. Yeah. Just being open. Just be open to learn different things and research about it. Tap in a little bit more about it. And be curious about life a little bit. Like, why was that even brought to me to even know to learn about it? You know? Why was it brought to you? Maybe you need to learn about it. Maybe it's resonating off of you. You don't even know because you're not even trying to tap into understand what it even is about. Like, Like, I just keep hearing about how you can measure the sun with your hand. It's just like, well, then maybe you need to learn how to do it, because then one day you may need to know what time it is based off of that. And it's just like, when would, but you never know. I'm just saying, you know? And then, like, just, I love having deep conversations, because, you know, the next one is fostering open conversations. I love picking with people's brain, and I love people that like to pick with mine, and the conversation just keeps going on. Like, I feel like when you have different conversations with people, you get to tap into who they are, what they think about, even where they come from. You know, I just remember being in settings where I met different people from different places, had different beliefs, had different things going with them. Like, I met a lot of different people where it did put me in a state of recognizing that they're going through something. You know, I don't know what, or you know, I met a lot of different people. I met people that were going through rough times. I met people that was like, how did you even get this far? Like, what do you do in your life? Like, I didn't been in different places, you know, and I also didn't felt in those different places like that I can make it to this lady's position, or I'll forever just be lower than the person that is already in their lowest state, you know. And I had to realize, like, who I was and what I'm able to do and what rooms can I really be in. And you know, I don't know what the future has for me, but I know what I hope for, you know, and what I just want to encourage when it comes to work, when it comes to your life, is that, you know, remember that you have worth, you have a gift. There's a reason why you're still in the place that you're in. You know, you are very valuable. Even when you're tired, you know how to do the job. You know how to love this person in this place. You know how to do whatever you need to do to accomplish whatever you need to accomplish. Remember, but also teach yourself that you don't have to stay in the places where no longer serves you. If something else is calling you to be a student, to learn in a new environment, to meet new people, to open up a new door in your life, nothing's wrong with that. There are going to be new responsibilities. You are going to be held accountable for certain things. And I'm thinking about one that's holding me back right now. And I really need to work on that. I really need to get a grip on myself, my life, because I have settled. You know, I have settled. I have let other people's opinions weigh me down for a very long time. And I'm here to say that I'm not perfect, but also I don't want to regret nothing. And even if you're scared, even if you're talking mess right now, you still have a dream that you want to accomplish and you want to get it done. Am I right or am I wrong? Okay, so ask yourself right here, do you want it that bad that you will take a risk, that a well planned out risk, a well planned out risk, okay, but you will take that risk so you can get it done, and so that you can be happy and get to that next step, so you can live your everyday in that place where you feel like, yes, I finally feel moved, I feel motivated, I feel good to wake up in the morning and do what I gotta do. Yes. So what's up? Like, what's stopping you? The chatter? What else? The fact that you're scared that you won't finish? Hang around the right people then. Hang around the people that's studying. When you're asked, make time for it. Walk in the door already having your days available for when you can do a study time. Oh yeah, I'm free on Wednesdays at this time, da da da, or shoot, even during snack, whatever we can study then. Yup. Mhm. Be that person. Be that man or woman in the class that everybody be like, she be doing too much. He be doing too much. Let them do exactly all of that, because show that you are here to learn. Show that you are here for a purpose and that you're gonna get it done, and you can prove to yourself that you did that for yourself, for your future, for the plan that is set for you. But that's it, y'all. I just want to say thank you to my viewers. Thank you guys so much for returning, listening to your girl talk, 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 talk. But I hope that this message definitely, got you. I don't even know. I don't even want to be silly, but I want to be silly. But I hope this message was good. And if it is, get them hit to some soul food. Okay? And then, of course, follow the Instagram page at SOULFOOD pod_CLE. Okay? Tap in. And you already know, shout out to that business. Shout out to that sponsor, Define Cosmetics. Shout out to Define Cosmetics. Tap in with your girl, of course. And what else? Confidential conversations. Oh, shoot. Tap into confidential conversations, but don't forget to tap in and shout out your business, okay? So we can what? Spread the wealth in the community. I didn't even say that last time. And then, of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And hit the notification bell so you know when your girl is posting. Okay. I just want to flash out the blue one more time before I go. Oh my God, y'all. I'm out, y'all. See you guys next week. Peace.